Hello and welcome to my review of Rise of the Tomb Raider. This game was very enjoyable. Better than I thought it would be. I expecting it to be good, but this was beyond good. This was a very fun game. It does have its things. It does have its I do have a bit of complaints about it, but I'll talk about them later. I'll talk about what I do like first. Uh, the characters are great. I really enjoyed the characters. I thought they were enjoyable. They weren't like super complex or anything, but they were fun. Um, but they weren't interesting characters, but they were like nice enough characters. They're characters that are likable, but like if they died, you'd be like, oh man, he's dead. But still, overall, a very fun characters. Like I forgot what his name is, but Jacob, and then there was the other guy, Laura's friend, who was also a fun enough character. I like the graphics are also great. This game looks stunning. Yeah, the game looks stunning. There's a lot of details. Sometimes it is hard to know what you can climb and what you can't climb and stuff. But like, it won't set you back too far. The combat gameplay is fantastic, especially the stealth. But the like enemy, well, I'll talk more about that anyway. But the characters are like, no, not the characters. The combat is great. Like the climbing and stuff feels fluent at times. It does feel a bit janky at times, but I think that happens with every climbing game. One that comes to mind is Uncharted 4. I thought it had a bit of like jankiness to it, I guess, which was annoying. Like, say you were like climbing up something and then like you're meant to jump up forward, but you jumped off to the side. But it won't set you back too far, and the climbing is still enjoyable because it is fluent 90% of the time. There's some like absolutely really cool set pieces in this game. Like the start of the game, everything is fucking breaking.
You there. Maybe you'll be able to help us with these machines.
Like everything is fucking breaking.
What can I do? These
like
invaders have a new
there's this
tool
like
to
massive
threaten us
like
with.
electric tower that like falls down, and you're like sitting there fucking like holding on to these like zip wires, and like everything's fucking crumbling. There's some really cool stuff in this game that like you can't find. Like
those weapons, I expect you'll have better luck.
It's just really fun, adventurous, because you're like sitting there like running around while a bunch of like shit fucking collapsing, and you're like jumping between stuff. It's so much fun. The amount of content in this game, like it took me 10 hours to beat. But I tell you something, I don't think it would take me like, see, if you want to 100% this game, I think it would take you about 30 hours. Like this game is full of content. You can get all the great like weapon variants, collect all the boxes that gives you new weapons. You can explore all optional tombs, I think, which I did.
So cold.
Well, I didn't explore them all, but I did explore most of them, and they were fun. Lara Croft is one of the best main characters I've seen. She is so cool. Like, just everything about Lara Croft is so cool. The way she fucking kills people, the way throughout the game she just gets more brutal. Like she went from choking people to fucking stabbing people, which is generally just cool, I guess. There's like many variety of weapons, which is really enjoyable. Like you can get many different types of bows, you get many different types of pistols, like ARs and shotguns. The writing and the voice acting are really, really good. Surprisingly good. Normally games like this normally have very cheap writing, but not at all in this game. This game had very, actually surprisingly very good like writing and voice acting. Like everybody just gives it like 100% in this game. I think Laura Croft is voiced really well. Jacob is too, and the two villains. Who were like twins or something. And the world building is amazing. Like being able to run around this game and like see all like the scenery and explore tombs and see like kind of like see like different types of birds. It's just really it's really good. It's just like a really good world building, very like interesting to wonder what's happening. My cons on the game though are like the enemies. The enemies are generally some of the most annoying enemies I've ever seen. The enemies are just boring. They're boring and they're kind of just the exact same. You would fight them like twice, and then you would fight like an enemy like twice. You won't see them again until like the final hours of the game. And the boss fights are generally pathetic, except for like the very final one, and then the final one where you fight a helicopter. God, it was so fucking painfully bad. Like, it's just like the gameplay in this game is far from great. If anything, it's actually quite annoying. Well, no, not the gameplay. The enemies. While climbing, I've already said that actually. The villains aren't very interesting. They're kind of just the same. They're just twins. And they don't really have a motive. The most motive we see is the sister's sick. That's why they want to go after this. They're like, oh man. Like, but like other than that, they don't really have a motive. So it's kind of just like a fucking cartoon villain running around.
Young ones.
Which, like, wasn't great, but like, you wanna know something? This game was very, very fun. Surprisingly fun, actually. I had a lot of fun over this game. I dumped 10 hours into it. I even think the hunting is great too. Being able to like hunt animals is very fun. Yeah, but overall, the game was very fun. There's not a big mistakes, and whenever I did, they were kind of nitpicky, except for like the boss fights and the enemies. But like, oh, and the AI for the enemies is also broken. Like they would either not spot you if you killed somebody right in front of them, or they would spot you from half a mile away, which was really annoying. But the game was very fun, and it was very enjoyable. Did not expect this game to be this fun. I was expecting 7, but I have to actually give it an 8 out of 10. It was very fun. A lot of good stuff about this game. Obviously, there's a lot of cons, but I've had a lot of fun this game. And I recommend people who like this type of stuff, like Indiana Jones, Uncharted, like me, will love this game. So, if you like this video, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.